This is Kevin, Gamertag Mantle, bringing you game
Capture the
Domination
objective.
Discovery. Running around with the
Securing A.
L96 here to start the game. I'm going to use a couple other weapons later on. Discovery is one of the maps I really like to snipe in because it's such long range, lots of open sights, and here I shank a shot on this guy. But it gets better from there. Some of the other maps I like to start out with a sniper is Havana, WMD, and Array. Now, there's not a whole lot of maps you can snipe on, so the ones that you can, I like to try and take advantage of, at least to start to see how the enemy team is playing, and how the rest of my team is playing the game, as far as capping points and positioning themselves well. That's one of the key aspects of how I decide what to run with. Just, the biggest one being the map and how I'm playing the game that night at the time. So here I have the variable scope on this one, on the gun, which is my favorite attachment for any of the sniper rifles. Just lets you operate in so much more different ranges and positions. If the lowest rank magnification is pretty much like putting an ACOG on your sniper, except it still wobbles and comes up a little slower. Then you get the average one, and then you get the long range one, which is nice in this map because there's usually a person or two trying to hide in that cave entrance in the way back there. And obviously there are two building spots, the white tent building and then the red building over there with the windows, which gives them great cover and a great position, way better I think than on the bridge side. But if you have those windows covered, it's pretty easy to keep them contained in there. I noticed this watching the game again, that I kill that dude with the D emblem a lot in this game. Here I noticed I got my Claymore kill, and I'm gonna go pick up a gun and get the 74U with a silencer. I didn't pay attention to the silencer, the fact that I had a silencer on that, and it kind of hurt me for a little bit. Well, I mean, I noticed it as soon as I shoot this guy. And they don't really care for silencers, not that they're that bad, but they always feel like they're kind of fucking me up in how I play the game. Because I'm not running Scavenger in this class, picking up other people's weapons is important, and when you're picking up weapons, you gotta know how to use them. And, luckily I run into guys running the 74 and FAMAS, so they're the guns you're going to find most laying around, so it's pretty easy for this time to know what I'm doing with these guns. But the fact that I like to use all the different kinds of guns in the game just to feel out the ones that I'm actually good with and are my favorites. Here we're losing B. I thought for sure my teammates would pick this guy off because he's on our side of B behind the boxes and crates, and they are all over on our side, but I think they're really far back in the spawn, just getting destroyed right now. It's one of the things, when I was playing this game, I didn't realize how close of a game it was. Like, I must have known here, but there's later on where I switched to my MPL class because I thought we were just destroying these guys, because I do a really good job in this game, just getting a ton of kills and kind of kill whoring. I do capture B a couple of times, but mostly it's just me racking up some kills here, especially in the beginning. I'm all up in their spawn, which is not too far in their spawn, because I'm pretty much in the area where I can contain them and I'm not flipping the spawn at all. Here, there's a couple of times where I should have just switched the sniper rifle and I would have been able to pick guys off, but it all works out for the best. There, that's a good example of the hit detection being messed up for snipers, because I was pretty clearly behind that guy and got a hit. Although that could be theater, but there are a lot of times when I'm using the sniper rifle and I just feel like I'm off when I hit guys. That's one of my favorite tactics used with a sniper rifle. The guy's running, just sit there zoomed in and pop him in the face. Here I die because I don't know what's going on over in that building area. I just don't know where the doorway and windows and where that guy's going to be standing. So now I switch to the G11, which is a gun I haven't used a lot, but I do replace my M16 for the 3-burst class. I really like that kill, just watching him shooting and knowing that's where he would be, so I pick him off all the way across the map. Felt really good when I did it. And here they're going to start spawning on our side of the map that comes into the backside of A, so it looks like there are a couple guys pushing forward on C. This is my least favorite spawn point on this map when you get stuck in here, because they can bottle you up really well. Like, you're not going to get to A, you're not going to be able to get to B, and C is just too far away for it to be a place you want to go. And I hate when I'm stuck up there. This is always an awful feeling whenever I run up into the B like that to kill a guy. I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to die. But since we just skipped A and C, I had a feeling that our teammates had that both sides pretty much on lockdown. Is probably safe because they're still spawning back there in their shitty place. But here you can see, if you watch the radar, that they're clearing out and they're going to push in on A, and our team is all up over on B and C area. There's nothing I hate more than when my teammates flip the spawn and don't tell me. Well, in general, most people don't talk on their mics in the game anyways. But like, if you're all up in their spawn, I want to know that you are over there, and then there's a good chance I'm going to start getting attacked from behind. I kept saying that to in a game earlier, and it was TDM on Nuketown, or no, it couldn't be TDM. Yeah, it was TDM on Nuketown. I kept complaining about our team flipping the spawns, and afterwards I got a message saying my complaining was really annoying. And it wasn't even like, sometimes when I'm playing, I do tend to complain about how other people are playing and ghost users. But that one I was really just complaining about my team, and it wasn't really complaining, I was requesting them. Not politely like the second and third times, but the first time I was trying nice about it. There, I think that same guy from earlier in the game figured out how to place his claymore there so the red dots didn't show up in the doorway. And he got me, because I looked, and I was like, oh, don't see any red lasers, it's cool to go. Here's why I switched the MPL, because I think we were destroying them, and we're not. But I make do with this gun, and I go grab somebody's fallen assault rifle quickly, so it's all okay. There's another great spot to control the map on. Discovery may be, because of its size, one of the most important maps to get map control on. You know, there's the 3 ways across, and you need to be able to hold all of those, because if the other team rolls in on any one of these spots, they can really just fuck up your positioning on the map and take away all the points of power. Here I get to shoot that guy out of the red window, which is always where I'm looking at when I'm on B, is red window, then white building. I get killed by a grenade, but something I'm always willing to do to cap a point. So I've switched to my AUG class, which has a master key on it. I wish I had scavenger on it as well, but I probably running with hardline for some reason. It's one of my defaults besides scavenger, so that could be it. I've just started using the master key, but I kind of like having it because it's almost like having the shotgun secondary from Modern Warfare 2. And compared to the other shotguns, it's still pretty good in this game. It's, you know, equally as good as anything else. It's got the 4 rounds of a stakeout and, you know, about the same kind of rate of fire as that gun. There, I felt like I had that guy, but apparently the game decided otherwise. It's possible that it was some lag, because I don't know if you noticed, but he seemed to really lag around that corner and just jump a couple of spaces. Oh, here I turn on this bro. Take that, ghost user. I've noticed when I was watching this game again that the enemy team gets a lot of kill streaks, and I think my teammates were playing pretty poorly in this game, not dying wise. Here's a fun moment when I noticed this Rolling Thunder is a bad guy one, that I managed to run away and not die. I was 100% sure I was getting blown up in that destruction. Here we get to see some master key action. I get to use this guy as a human shield. It's one of my favorite tactics. I mean, if my teammate's going to be willing to run out there in the middle of the field and get shot, I am perfectly willing to let him die, so I know where the bad guys are. Here's another good moment. I'm going to run around B, and I'm going to be there right as he caps it to get credit for it, because I'm there just in time, and that's all I did. I don't feel bad about that at all. So here I know this guy's coming through. I expect him to be upstairs. That's why I ran through that doorway, but it all worked out for the best anyways. Here I'm going to do some nice work defending B from the red windows, because these are an awesome spot to be in. You can see where everybody who can shoot you is at, and there's really only a couple spots. They're going to come around that corner through the main thing, or most likely the person who's going to kill you is going to be on the red building on their side in that doorway. There, I was really proud of that kill. There's only like that dude's head showing up. And my accuracy in this game is not good when I do not have the sniper rifle on. I knew I'd pull off some good shots, but there's a lot of sloppy, awful aim too. Like right here, I just can't get that guy in that doorway. But luckily he can't get me either, so I'm gonna go clean up. Oh, nope, I guess my teammate blew him up with an RC car. But thankfully I just have the shotgun, but I have the Blackbird up so I know where they're at. So I'm not gonna be running around the middle of the map in an opening area with my shotgun out. Here, luckily I also had my stun grenade still, although that guy'd probably be pretty focused on getting people near B anyways. I don't know how that guy survived that, but at least he got knifed. Here I'm going to get my last kill with a knife in this guy and get shot in the face. Pretty good game. You never go around getting 2 sets of dogs in a game, and a couple of captures that'll go with it.